Good afternoon, Dan back with another brown liquor review. I think this will be a short one. I wanted to review this one. I just found it in Delaware at a small little liquor store, and there was a couple of things that drew me into it. One, the Medley brothers name, and then two, the proof on it is 102 proof. So usually I tend to go towards that, and then you can't see it, but up here it says Heart of the Run. Heart of the Run refers to the heart of a distillate is supposedly the best tasting part of a distillation. So a couple little things. If I would have looked a little bit closer, I probably wouldn't have bought it, and I will tell you more about that in a little bit. So this is Medley Brothers Kentucky Straight Bourbon at 51% ABV or 102 proof. On the nose initially, it kind of reminds me of Old Granddad. Bottled in bond. You get roasted peanuts. You get nougat. There's a slight fruitiness to it. But other than that, it burns. I mean, it burns straight up your nose. It smells like acetone, and to be honest, it smells like a bargain blended whiskey, like one of my first reviews was on the Philadelphia blended whiskey, which is actually from this distillery. I think that they're most likely, they're not a distillery. I think that they're more of an independent bottler. I'll get into that more in a second. On the taste, yeah, it's a lot of corn sweetness, barley sugars. There's a decent amount of rye in this. So there's a rye spiciness in the mid palate. You get a little bit of peanut brittle, which is nice, kind of reminiscent of the Old Granddad. But then after that, the finish is harsh, spirity, acetone finish, and actually it's quite bitter. There's some pros and cons to this one. In the overall category, the cons that it's young. It's not that young. I mean, it's between 4 and 5 years old from what I understand, but it really suggests to me that there are low quality casks, and this amount of proof, 102 proof, really brings that out. There's really no place to hide at 102 proof, and so I think they took a risk and it didn't pay off. And then the biggest turnoff of everything is that this is from an unknown source. And what I mean by that is, if you look on the back, and I hope you can see this, it says bottled by Charles Medley Distillery in California, but that is distilled in Kentucky. Okay. Huge turnoff to me. The funny thing is that this company won't even tell you who made the original distillate, where it was aged, or anything. As you can see, I haven't drank very much of it, and this is basically going to go towards drinks, just straight up cocktail making. It is a higher proof, so it's good for that. It's a good mixer. So this is not a recommended product from me at all. It does have some pros. There is that nice little bit of peanut brittle in there, and you can smell the peanuts on the nose. I would give this an 82, and stick with, this is about $26, which isn't too bad. And you guys know that my favorite thing to do is try to find diamonds in the rough. So here's a very nice looking label, and I wanted to, and it says Heritage Collection on it. which basically means nothing. This is not a type of product that you want to support as a whiskey drinker, in my opinion. So, like I said, everything I said isn't my opinion. You can go for it if you want, but this is not something that I would support, and I kind of feel bad that I spent $27 on it. This is going to be a short review. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, maybe like it. And I will be seeing you next time with a much more quality product where we know where it comes from, and something that I think you guys might really dig. So I will see you next time. As Ralphie sometimes says, cheers, my dears.